Welcome back to Grump's barn, where today we're going to get on with this rolling chassis. I'll make sure I got a rolling chassis. Thank you guys for all your kind words. It's so lovely to have it back together again now. Actually move it about. It does feel like a major bloody milestone, I tell you. But no, we've got to get on. And today, the first job is to get this gearbox cross member, into place properly. Because at the moment it's just sitting in there. It's not lined up in any way, shape or form. So I'm going to have to get the old high lift out and spread the chassis very slightly just to move it about. Probably. Well, I'll see how in line it is first. I don't think it's very in line. Oh, actually it's not too bad. I might be able to do it with just moving it about a little bit and waggling it here and there. We shall see how good or bad it is. Right, but that's today's first project, is to get this bugger bolted in properly like it's supposed to be. I've got the new nuts and bolts here, all stainless from YRM, I think they were, which will do me nicely. Got to work out what the hell goes where as well. I'm buggered if I can remember. Right, let's get on with it. Well, that was handy. I only had to nudge them round with this big punch. Now I'll give them a waggle because they were close enough. Yeah, took very little effort to get it into line. We've got one big bolt down here, an M10 or thereabouts. And these are M8s. 1, 2, and 3 under here. Off on the other side. 1, 2, 3. And the fourth one is right underneath there. I can't see if you can see that or not, but it's there. Right, get the other side sorted out now. There we go. All bolted up and tightened down. It was nice to be able to do that without having to jack the bloody thing apart. Because to put it in there, as you probably know, if you don't, I'll tell you. The only way to get these things in, because they're so tight, fit-wise, is to get something like the old high lift there. You put the base of it on one side. Obviously you protect it with a bit of cardboard or something to stop it scratching the crap out of your lovely chassis. You pull up your lifting bit until it hits this side, again protect it with some cardboard or something, and then just gently open it up just a bit, with a few tweaks until this slips in. You slip it roughly into place and then ease it back off again. Sounds easy, doesn't it? It's a pain in the arse, like everything. Right, now, next on the list, while I'm here and thinking about it, I shall stick on the adapter plates that go from here to the back of the seat box. These are the ones that are completely rotten on the original. And I've got galvanised ones to go on now, which is nice. And then I may, after that, I think what I'll probably do is, if I can find some bolts, I'll chuck on the support that goes on here for the front of the fuel tank. Right, let's go find them. Right, Well, that's how these go on. You have them with the bit on the inside, otherwise you can't get at the nuts when you're under the car to adjust them, because these are adjustable just like everything else, because of the wonderful panel fit of Land Rovers as ever, so they can be adjusted to fit wherever. So for the moment I'm just leaving them slightly loose and push back, so that once they're in place you can then pull it forward till it meets the seat box of the car, and then you can bolt it through. I've also noticed these things are not galvanised. Never mind, I should probably have to take them off again a bit later on and give them a quick blast over with some paint, at least to protect them for a while. Excuse me. I should give up smoking, you know. That would never reason for a cough. And the other annoying thing is I've just opened everything up, and I do have the two keeper plates, because you have, hang on, whoops, you have a plate with a couple of captive nuts, goes underneath, sits underneath here for these to bolt into, but they've only sent me 3 bolts and washers instead of 4. Not very clever. That's all I've got. Bloody hell. Right, I shall have to go and get another bolt and a washer. Bloody annoying. It's supposed to be a complete pack, and as I've only just realised, and I've had these for over a year now. I can't remember who the hell I got them from now. Mind fingers. Oh well. I'll have to find another one. Oh, bloody annoying. These are a standard thread. Right. Go and find myself another bolt and a washer. Now I can put the other one on, and then I can put this on. This is the support for the front of the fuel tank. This bolts on there. Again, well, as you can see from that, that is nicely galved. I might blow it over still, I don't know. No, bugger it. It's going like that. The other ones lasted long enough. And they weren't galved. The other one was absolutely in fine condition. I only left it on there because I had a galv one that came with the chassis. Right. Go and find a bolt. Well, I had to make a new bolt up, because the only these are M8 with 25s, and the nearest I've got is M8 30s, and they're only A2 stainless, so they're not high tensile, only equivalent to a 70. Whereas the A4 stainless is equivalent to a 80, which is high tensile, effectively. I haven't got any A4 stainless ones, but I did have some high tensile ones that were M8 by 80s, so I got one of those and cut it down to a 25, and that is now in there. So these are now fitted, both sides, and slide either way quite happily until it gets on there, and then they'll have to obviously be tightened up. But then also obviously I've got to, these have to be waggled around and moved. They're a bit tight at the minute, they're going to be loosened off. At the moment they're pushed back as far as they go. Right, now I've got to find some M8s to go on here, and I'm not sure if they're supposed to be high tensile or not. Again, given that they're going to be holding the weight of the fuel tank, probably. We shall see. I'll see what I've got. I might even have some A4 for them. Well, there we go. Put it on with A2. That'll be strong enough. 3 of them. So that's all done and done up. Next is the bump rubbers, before I forget the damn things. Again, these are going on with A2, but there again, You can put them on with normal bloody bolts, it doesn't make any difference to them. They just sit there and rot anyway. Don't tend to do a lot most of the time. Right, so I'm going to get these 4 fitted up. I've got the nuts and bolts out that I need. And I will of course be coating all the threads anyway, just to stop any potential galvanic corrosion from happening. Right, let's get on and do it. There we go. One nice bump stop on that side. And one over there. Lovely. They are a fucking nightmare. An easy nightmare, but a nightmare nevertheless. Because the bolts, although they go through holes in the metal part of the bump rubber, they just slip through in a slot cut into the chassis bit. One this side and one right at the back. They're diametrically opposed. And they are a bleeding nightmare to get the screws and everything held in. Every time we try and do one up, the other one falls out. Yes, lovely. And you've got to get both the bolts in initially and hold them, because if you do one up, you never get the second one in. There's not enough room to get it in there. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, there we go. We're done on that. All I've got to do is the back now, and that's going to have to wait till tomorrow now. I got dogs to feed. If I don't go up there, they'll eat me instead. But tomorrow it's just the back ones, which are a slightly different shape. Whereas the other ones have got 4 holes on them. So basically take and put one on either side, because the diagonal ones are opposite on both sides. So rather than making them handed, you just make them both so you can put them wherever. Whereas these ones, both the slots are in the middle. So both the bump rubbers can be the same like that. If that makes any sense at all? Probably not. I'm not good at making sense at the moment, I'm sure. Ah, madder than usual. Right. And in between times, tomorrow, I've got another little job to do. One of my neighbours has just brought me his generator in to be welded up. That should be holding it together. Look at that crap pot metal there. So thin. That is going to be fun to weld onto. Ah, dear. This is only an exhaust. I shall have to have a go at welding it up. Clean all this crap off it. That is absolute shit quality and so thin. Of course, these things vibrate like buggery, 'cause it's a diesel generator. And make it out of material that doesn't even feel a mil thick. Oh well, never mind. That's my problem, not yours. I shall sort that out tomorrow. Clean it up, weld it up. You just tack it gently as low a setting as I can get away with. Join the tacks. And then add a bit extra here and there, so it holds all round rather than just in 2 little places. But yeah, that's the fun I've got tomorrow. Before I get back on with my beautiful beast over here, which is feeling so much nicer now. Now I can actually see it going back together. Once I've got those bump stops on, I'm then going to put the petrol tank on. And once the tank's on, I will give it a coat of paint. Although it is painted, you need a bit of extra. I'm sure it's not that thick. But yeah, the tank will be going on then. Now, it won't be long before I end up putting the engine on it. Although I've got work to do on the engine, that doesn't really matter. I can do that on or off. Oh, and I've also got welding to do on the body before I forget that. I've got to weld the driver's side footwell, but that's only a very small bit, need chopping out of there and a new bit letting in. Not going to be much of a problem. Enjoy. I'm enjoying this. I am enjoying it now. Seeing it all coming together. Oh, and I got it wrong the other day. My brain wasn't working properly. And I said there was a washer missing from here. It's not a washer, of course not. One each side. They've got two washers on these, both domed inwardly to allow this to turn. Yeah, well, I've ordered them anyway, and the nuts. So they'll be coming soon enough. Yeah, then what else? I don't know what else I've got to do next. Oh, I'll work that out soon enough. I'm still in a state of euphoria. Right, back in a bit when I put these back ones on. That'll be a bit for you, it'll be tomorrow for me.